I don't know about you, but growing up, I did a lot of cringy, embarrassing stuff. Well, at the time, I didn't know it was cringy and embarrassing. I thought it was cool and hip. Let's look at 10 cringy stuff I did back in the 80s. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, your friendly neighborhood junk man. Back with 10 cringy, stupid things I did as a kid. Oh my God. How did I have any friends? I don't understand. I think they just tolerated me most of the time. I mean, after all, I look like that. So let's start with number 10. I'm going to blame my brother for this one. Let me put the cards down for this one because I think he did it. And he was older than me. And I guess his friends laughed. So I thought it must be cool to do. So I went to school. He probably had a reason for doing it. It probably was some kind of inside joke. Me, I didn't know, and I went to school, and I can still remember the day. I would do this little poem song. I don't know what it was. It was, ooh, bah, cut you. Okay, let me get the hands right. Okay, this is embarrassing even to do on the video. Ooh, bah, cut you down. Chop, chop, gooba, gooba, flash, woo. I used to do that all the time. Oh, my God, I'm embarrassed just doing it now. Oh, how do I still remember it? Ooh, bug, cut you down. Chop, ooh, bug, cut you down. Chop, chop, gooba, gooba. Flash, woo. Oh, fuck. If I had a time machine, I would go back and murder myself. But then I wouldn't be able to go back in time. Oh! I don't know. In fact, I remember years after, this is probably early 80s, late 80s, me and a buddy ran into a girl. Well, we talked to her on the phone. She was like, hey, I used to know a junk kid. Are you the one who used to go to school? And I was like, yeah, I went to school with you. And she was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, yeah, I'm the one. She's like, prove it. What's that little cut you down thing you used to do? Oh, embarrassing. Okay, number 9. The Junkyard Dog didn't like that car going flying. Speaking of a dog, stole this one from the A-Team. I used to go to school and act like I had an imaginary dog. I don't remember his name, but Murdoch had one on the A-Team, so I had to have one. I can remember going to school, again, probably 3rd grade, 1982, 3, somewhere around there, acting like I was walking the dog on a leash. All the kids are out playing on the monkey bars and swings and everything, and I'm over there walking my imaginary dog. I used to like that, like it yanked me and fall down on the ground. Oh, I actually fall down on the ground. Oh, why did I want to be Murdoch so bad? Every other kid wanted to be B.A. And you could see somebody wanted to be Face Man, but no. I want to be Murdoch. I still like Murdoch. He is. Yeah, he is pretty cool. Here's one for you. For about a whole year, again, probably around 83, for a whole year, I tried my best to come up with my own catchphrase. I know a little Arnold had one with, what you talking about, Willis? And everyone had a catchphrase, and I wanted my own catchphrase. And I tried so hard to make it my catchphrase. And that was, hot diggity dog. Oh, never worked. My friends would be like, hey, Junkman, want to go to the movies this weekend? We're going to go see Return of the Jedi. Hot diggity dog. Hey, Junkman, school's having square pizza day. Hot diggity dog. I tried it for about a year. Didn't catch on. Didn't even become my catchphrase. It just became me annoying people. Oh my God. Here's one. I think I've talked about this before, and I'll say it again. After a summer break, I kind of got into breakdancing. Didn't breakdance, just like watching it or seeing it on TV. Went back to school, told everyone that I did breakdancing over the summer. And my breakdancing name was Windmill Washington. What a corny white kid. Windmill Washington. Maybe that's the name of a breakdance. I don't know. The windmill. I don't know. Either way, I'm embarrassed that I even did it. Whew. Junk dog, you got to quit knocking the camera. Okay, here's one. This had to be 1980, the summer of 1980. It probably stretched into 1981 and probably most of 1982 and some of 1983. This is when I went around telling everyone my theory of how Darth Vader can't be Luke Skywalker's father. He's a liar. He's Darth Vader. I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I think deep down in my heart I believed it, but I didn't want to believe it. And how did I know it was not true? Well, he told the Emperor on a hologram that he would do anything to get Luke to join him. And to me, anything was lying about who he was. I couldn't believe it. I said, there's no way Luke Skywalker is related to Darth Vader. No way. I told everybody. They probably was sick of hearing it. No one cared as much. They were like, we've moved on. We're trying to figure out who shot JR, Junkman. But I was still trying to prove them all wrong. That was until I saw Return of the Jedi. And I look like a dork. But it's okay. I already look like a dork because I was saying hot diggity dog and Uba cut you down. So, this one. Now, this was going back. This is late 70s when the CB craze was still going. Remember the CB? I'm breaking 1.9. What's your 1020? We got a bear in the air. Remember that? Well, my dad had a CB in his station wagon, and I would get on there, and I knew I had to have a good name. After all, I knew Red Sylvan had teddy bear, so I had to have that. I wanted something with a bear in it so I could be cool. And I came up with my own CD name, CB name. Came up with my own CB name. I wanted to be known as the Fair Bear. I guess I thought it was one of those cheap bears that you win. You remember those? With like little beads inside of them? Ugh, the Fair Bear. Ugh. My dad should have took me out somewhere and let me talk on that CB the whole time until we were 30 miles away from the house, out into the woods somewhere, and just let me out. Embarrassing. But not as embarrassing as this. All you kids growing up, you had your boombox. I had a boombox, dual cassettes on it, high-speed dubbing for making those mixtapes. And man, boombox. Everybody was out there, boombox, listening to some, I don't know. Some people was listening to Warrant. Some people was listening to Metallica. Some people was listening to Color Me Bad, big metal bands, or maybe the early days of hip hop, as they call it. I don't like that word. Rap. Maybe they was listening to some LL Cool J, Run DMC, maybe even some 2 Live Crew. And what was out there with my boombox doing? What was I doing out there with my boombox? I was rocking out to the sweet sounds of Don Williams.
I left Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all live so fine. My baby said I was crazy, my mama called me lazy. I was gonna show them all this time.
I'm like an old man trapped in a kid body. What kid was listening to that in the 80s besides me? But I loved it. I don't know why I like drinking, cheating, heartbreak songs. Somehow I could relate to it. I don't know how. Let's go. Once a week at school, I would give a long, very long, detailed description of the latest episode of the A-Team. Oh, I'm sure the kids were sick of hearing about it. Either they saw it so they already knew the storyline, or they didn't want to hear about it because they was watching something else. But I had to tell everybody the whole storyline of the A-Team. I was an A-Team fan. And a big Murdoch fan at that. But I would tell everyone about it. Even when they would listen, I would go into great detail about the episode. Oh, you gotta see this episode, guys. This woman and this man hired the A-Team because they run this company, and this evil other company trying to take them over and run them out of town. It was always the same plot, wasn't it? I bet the kids couldn't wait this summer. Not to go on summer break, not to go on vacation with their family, so they wouldn't have to hear the junk kid talking about episodes of the A-Team. The A-Team. Oh, that leaves us with 2 more. This is one I was convinced. I went around telling everyone who shot JR. I know, we all know. I mentioned that already. Who shot JR? It was a big thing. Who shot JR? And I had it figured out. I know other people were saying, oh man, it's going to be Sue Ellen. No, it's not Sue Ellen. Oh, it's going to be Bobby. No, Bobby's in the shower. It's not going to be Bobby. Just some other people said it's going to be GR. I was like, no, he didn't shoot himself. Well, wasn't Victoria. Wasn't Morgan. So who was it? I had it figured out. And I knew without a doubt who shot JR. It was going to be Boss Hogg in a cool crossover epic storyline where the Dukes of Hazzard crossover with I'm about to say the team, Dallas. I don't know why I honestly thought this, because I remember watching the Dukes of Hazzard around that time with the Duke boys said something like going to Texas or something. I thought he was doing some kind of multi-universe thing where they was gonna. I really thought Boss Hogg. Why would Boss Hogg shoot? Oh my God! Stupid kid. Oh, stupid kid. And the last one. I can't say it's the most cringiest, but maybe it is. I'll let you decide that. I remember after a weekend going back to school and lying to all the kids in the class. This was probably 3rd, 4th grade. Told them that I went to an all-night skate party. All-night skate. You know, the skating rink would have an all-night skater. It was for 15 and up. 15 and up. But I would tell them, hey, I got to go. I think what it was, the kids was talking about it, and they were all like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to go all night, skate, go to the skate, they lock you in there. I don't know, they lock you in, it probably sounds illegal now, locking kids into a skating rink. But we would put you in a skating rink and you stay there, skate all night. Whew. Didn't you hate when they did couple skate and you had to get off? You're like, I'm wasting my time. But anyway, I remember going back to school. I guess I heard them talking. I was like, hey, I went to the all-night skate. Yeah, you know. I was like, yeah, my brother and my sister got me in. It was cool, man. We got the big fuzzy dice and rolled it out there. And we played Simon Says. It was really cool. Nobody. I just wanted someone to like me. Just wanted to be cool. What a cringy dork. Well, if you're brave enough, tell me about some cringy stuff you did as a kid in the comments below. You know you did them. I did them. We all did them. Thank you for watching. Thumb up, and you know the rest.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.